So this is lecture 3 of chapter 5, quadratic equation. Now in this quadratic we will discuss the concept used in exercise 5c. Exercise 5c is based on solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. So let us see how quadratic polynomial can be factorized. So there are several methods to factorize quadratic polynomial. So here I will discuss two methods. A splitting method, that is the most general method to factorize quadratic polynomial, and then I will use a special method that is called cross method for factorization of quadratic polynomial. So let us factorize by splitting method, and then we will factorize it by cross method. So let us see one example. Whenever any equation has to solve by factorization method, then first of all arrange the equation in general form. So it is not in the general form, first of all arrange it. So it can be written as 21x square minus 8x and minus 4 is equal to 0. Now it is in the general form, ax square minus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now we have to factorize this by splitting method. That means by splitting the middle term. So to split the middle term, what you have to do, find the product of a and c. Here a is 21 and the product of a and c. So a is 21 and c is minus 4. So its product will be minus 84. Now since product is negative, so if product is negative, this negative sign indicates that this negative sign indicates that splitted part of middle term must have opposite sign. This negative sign indicates that if product is negative, it means the splitted part of this middle term will have opposite sign. So one part will be positive and another part will be negative. It means in another way we can say that we have to split 84 into two parts such that their difference must be equal to 8. So in other words we can say split middle term into two parts whose difference is 8. So here 84 can be written as 1 into 84. Now here the difference is not 8, so this is not acceptable. Now it can be written as 2 into 42. Here also difference is not 8. Difference must be equal to middle term because here product is negative. So not possible. Now 3 into 28. This is also 84. Here also the difference is not 8, so this is not possible. Now 4 into 6 into 16 or 14. So 6 into 14. Here the difference is 8. So this one is acceptable. So it means 21x square, we will split 8x as minus 14x plus 6x. Here the difference is 8. Minus 4 is equal to 0. So remember, if product is negative, then you have to split this into two parts such that their difference must be equal to middle term. You have to express this product as a product of two numbers such that their difference is equal to middle term if product is negative. Now, and after that it is easy. After splitting the middle term, then after that calculation is very easy. Take common from these two, take common from these two. So from these two, 7x is common. So here we will get 3x minus 2, and from these two, plus 2 is common. So we will get here 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Now we can take 3x minus 2 into 7x plus 2 equal to 0. And after that, since product of these two factor is 0, so either of the factor will be 0. 3x minus 2 equal to 0 or 7x plus 2 equal to 0. If product of two factor is 0, then either of the factor will be 0. This is called zero product rule. Zero product rule. So from here you will get x is equal to 2 by 3, and from here you will get x is equal to minus 2 by 7. So therefore value of x are 2 by 3, one value, and the other value is minus 2 by 7. So these are the solution of given quadratic equation. Again I am repeating, if product is negative, then you have to express this product as a product of two numbers such that their difference must be equal to middle term if product is negative. Now let us take another example. Now here, first of all, arrange the equation in general form. So make it free from fraction. So to make it free from fraction, what you have to do, here denominator is 2, here denominator is 3, here denominator is 3. So LCM of 2, 3 and 3 is 6. So multiply each term by 6. 6 into x square by 2 minus 6 into 13x by 3 plus 6 into 8 by 3 to make the coefficient free from fraction. Now it will be 3x square minus 3 2 and this is 26x and plus 3 2 so it is 16 equal to 0. Now this equation is in the form of general quadratic. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here a is 3, b is minus 26 and c is 16. Now we can factorize it. So we have to split this middle term. Here the product is product of a and c. So a is 3 and c is 16. So here the product is positive. Here product is positive. So this positive sign indicates that a splitted part must have same sign. Both splitted part must have same sign. In other words, we have to we have to express product P as two number whose sum is equal to middle term, middle term. Remember, here product is positive, so it means the splitted part of the middle term must have same sign, and same sign means what? We have to add. So that's why we are saying that we have to express this product as a product of two numbers whose sum must be equal to what? Middle term. If product is negative, then the difference must be equal to middle term, and if product is positive, then the sum must be equal to middle term. It means we have to express 48 as a product of two numbers whose sum must be equal to what? 26. So it can be written as 1 into 48. Here the sum is 49, which is not equal to 26, so this is not possible. Now it can be written as 2 into 24. It can be written as 2 into 24. Here the sum is 26, so okay, this is acceptable. So we can write it as 3x square. Now this 26x can be written as minus 2x and minus 24x plus 16 equal to 0. Here sum of these two is equal to minus 26. Now make the group of 2. After this step, grouping is easy. Now from these two we can take x common, so here we are getting 3x minus 2, and from these two we can take 8 common, so here you will get 3x, and this plus becomes minus because you have taken minus common. 2 equal to 0. So 3x minus 2 into x minus 8 equal to 0. Now product of these two factor is 0. So it means 3x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 8 equal to 0. This is called zero product rule. Zero product rule. So from here you will get x is equal to 2 by 3, and from here you will get x is equal to 8. So ultimately the solution are 2 by 3 curly bracket 2 by 3 and 8. So these are the solution of the given equation. So this method is called factorization by splitting method. Now you have already read about the factorization by splitting method in class 9. Just I have recalled. Now I'm going to discuss factorization by cross method. This is a special method for factorization, and in some question this method is also very useful. So let us understand the cross method of factorization of quadratic polynomial by some example. Now suppose we have to factorize this by cross multiplication method, So what we can do, now 21x square, so it can be written as 7x and 3x. 21x square is equal to 7x into 3x. Now this 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Now cross multiply this and this. So here 7x into 2 is 14x and 3x into 2 is 6x. Now if I will add here, so it will be 20x, but we have to bring here minus 8x. So what we will do, here you will put minus and here you will put plus, so that the sum is what? Here the sum is minus 8x. See, it means put this plus sign here, this minus sign here. Clear? So factor will be 7x plus 2 and 3x minus 2 equal to 0, and after that 7x plus 2 equal to 0 and 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So from here you will get x is equal to minus 2 by 7, and from here you will get x is equal to 2 by 3. Now let us understand with the help of this example. Here it is 37x square minus 113x plus 6 equal to 0. So this 13x square can be written as 13x into 1x into 1x. 37 into 1 is equal to 37. Now this 6 can be written as 3 into 2. So if I will write here 3 and 2 here, so 30. If I will write here 3, suppose I am writing here 3 and here 2, so 37 into 2 will be 74, and 1 into 3 will be 3, so 74 and 3. So neither their difference nor their sum is equal to 113. So what we will do, I will write here 2 and here 3. Now cross multiply this by this and this by this. So 37 into 3 will be 3 7 ja 21, 1 2 3 9 11, 111x, and 1x into 2 will be 2x. Now their sum is equal to what? 113, and here sum is minus, so put here minus, so that its sum will be minus 113x. So put this minus here, so product will be, factor will be 37x minus 2, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So 37x minus 2 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. So here x is equal to 2 by 37 and here x is equal to 3. So these are the two solutions. Now let us take one more example. 91x square plus 61x plus 10 equal to 0. So this 91x square can be written as 91, or we can write it as 17x 17 into 17 5 ja 85 and 17 6 ja, or 13 7 ja, okay, 13 7 ja, okay, 13x and 7x, 7 3 ja 21, 1 and 7, okay. So 91x square can be written as 13x into 7x. 13 into 7 will be equal to what? 91. Now 10 can be written as 5 into 2. So either I can write 5 here and 2 here. See, if I will write 5 here and 2 here, so 13 into 2. 13 into 2 will be 26 and 7 into 5 will be 35. And their sum is what? 61. So I will write 5 here, 2 here. So what should be the order? Just you guess by cross multiplication. By cross multiplication, whatever number you are getting here, either their sum or their difference must be equal to this 61. So if I will write here 5 here and 2 here and multiply crosswise, so 13x into 2, it will be 26x, 7x into 5, it will be 35x, and we can see here its sum is what? Here sum is 61x. So it should be plus, so put here plus. If I will write 2 up and 5 down, then if I will write 5 here, so 13 into 5 will be 65 and 7 into 2 will be 10, 7 into 2 will be 14. So 65 and 10, neither their sum and nor their difference is equal to 61. So that order is not possible. So what should be the order here? You have to arrange. So one factor will be 13x plus 5 and 7x plus 2. Other factor will be 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. So 13x plus 5 equal to 0 and 7x plus 2 equal to 0. So from here you will get x is equal to minus 5 by 13, and from here you will get x is equal to minus 2 by 7. So these are the two answers. Now suppose we have to solve this equation by factorization method. So 117, it can be written as 117x because its multiplication will be 117x square. Now 34 can be written as either 17 into 2 or 2 into 17. See, if I will write here 17 and here I will write 2, so its product will be what? 234, and its product will be 70. So neither their sum nor their difference is equal to this middle term. So this order is not correct. So we cannot put here 17 and here 2. We will write here 2 and here 17. Now what will be its product? So x into 2, it will be 2x, and 17 into 117x. So what will be its product? Its product will be 117 into 17. So its product will be 1989x. Now you can see that the difference of these two is equal to what? 1987. So to get this value, this must be minus and this must be plus. Then only the sum will be what? 1987x. See, it means put here this minus, put here this minus here, and this plus here. So one factor will be 117x minus 2, and the other factor will be x plus 17 equal to 0. So from here you will get 117x minus 2 equal to 0 and x plus 17 equal to 0. So from here x is equal to 2 by 117, and from x is equal to minus 17. So this method of factorization is called factorization by cross method, and in some question this method is also very useful when coefficients are large. And in mathematics you cannot ignore any method. Each method has its own merits. So we have given the concept of factorization. Now in the next lecture we will solve question. It is lecture 3. This was the concept. Thank you.